Dear student, I give lecture on armature reaction of direct current generators. Under armature reaction, we studied about the definition of armature reaction, what are the different types of fluxes in the direct current generator, then what is the MNA and GNA axis, then main flux, armature flux and resultant flux distribution. Students, before we are going to study about the armature reaction of direct current generators, we know about the two kinds of fluxes in DC generators and two kinds of axes in DC generators. First one is main flux. What is mean by main flux? The flux produced by the field winding is known as the main flux or field flux. The other name also field flux. Then armature flux. What is mean by armature flux? The armature winding produces the flux. That means the flux produced by the armature conductor is known as armature flux. Then two kinds of neutral axis used in the DC generators. One is magnetic neutral axis. The abbreviation is MNA. The another one is GNA, that is geometrical neutral axis. First MNA, that is magnetic neutral axis. The axis which is perpendicular to the axis of the main flux or the field flux in DC generators is known as the magnetic neutral axis, which is represented by MNA. The MNA axis is also called as an axis of commutation because the carbon brushes placed in the DC generator always in the MNA axis only. That's why the MNA axis is called as a axis of commutation. Then GNA, that is geometrical neutral axis. The axis which is perpendicular to the stator field axis is known as the GNA, that is geometrical neutral axis. Now we studied about the definition of armature reaction. Armature reaction is nothing but the effect of armature flux on the main flux or field flux is known as the armature reaction. Then what is the effect of armature flux on main flux or the effect of the armature reaction? Both are same. There are 3 points is there. First one is distort the main field flux. That means the armature flux distorts the main field flux only. The second one is the armature flux weakens the main field flux. The third one is the armature flux is used to reduce the magnitude of the main field flux. This is the effects of the armature reaction or effects of the armature flux on the main flux or field flux. Now, the circuit represents the main flux or field flux distribution. Now, you see the circuit diagram. I take two pole DC generator, north pole and south pole. The rotation is clockwise direction. Two carbon brushes used, which is denoted in the figure only. So the two axes is there, GNA and MNA axis. In between there is the main pole magnetic neutral plane only. Okay, so the north pole, the top one is the dot mark, below one is the plus. Similarly, the south pole, top one is the dotted mark, the down only is the plus mark. Okay, that means the plus and dot indicate the current direction. So the middle of the line, the flux, magnetic flux lines, the arrow mark from north pole to south pole ones, that indicates the direction of the main field flux, which is represented here pi m. Pi m is known as the main flux. So the main flux or the field flux, that means passes from north pole to south pole. Okay, now you can see the important key points. That one is, that means the main winding or the field winding is energized, which produces the flux, the whose direction is from north pole to south pole only. Okay, then the flux produced by the main field winding is uniformly distributed and symmetrical also. Then under no load DC generator condition only, the flux produced by the field winding is symmetrical and uniformly distributed. Already I told the brushes always lies in the MNA only. So therefore there is no EMF induced in the armature conductor, because the brushes are under MNA. So now you can see the circuit diagram. So the GNA, MNA is the straight vertical. The brushes also marked in the figure. So that means the position of brush lies in the MNA only. That is along the MNA only. So therefore under no load condition of DC generator, there is no EMF induced in the conductors. Okay, armature conductors. That's why the MNA axis, that is magnetic neutral axis, is called as a axis of commutation or commutation axis. Okay, this axis only is used to reversal of current takes place along the axis only. Okay, then armature flux distribution. Now you see the circuit diagram. The circuit diagram represents the armature flux distribution. This is also two pole DC generator, north pole and south pole. So you see in the northern side all plus the current direction, then the southern side dotted mark. Okay, and then the flux distribution. Okay, the brushes always lies in the MNA axis only, and then the rotation of the machine is clockwise direction. The direction of the armature flux, that is the pi A, is the downward movement, which is represented in the figure at the right hand side. Okay, so the flux downward. Okay, downward to then forward, like that, both north side as well as the south pole side only. So therefore from this length you clearly understood the main field flux distribution is, that is left hand to right hand side, but the armature flux distribution, that is the top to down only. So the key points of the armature flux distribution is, the armature flux produced by the armature winding only, that which is unexcited only. The armature conductors produces armature flux under the generator is loaded condition. Then the direction of the armature current is found by the Fleming's right hand rule. The current direction is downward, that is cross mark in conductors under north pole, and upwards, that is the dot mark in the under the south pole. Now you see the circuit diagram. In the circuit diagram, left hand side plus plus, that is the cross mark is there, and then right hand side dot mark. So the cross mark represents what? That is the direction is, that means what? That is the upward. Then the dotted mark, that is the downward. Okay, depending upon poles only. Okay, so the direction of the armature MMF is found by corkscrew rule. Okay, then we studied about the resultant flux distribution. Already we know the direction of main field flux distribution pi m and armature flux distribution pi a. Then what is the resultant flux? The resultant flux pi r. The right hand side you see, that is the phasor diagram of resultant flux distribution. The right hand side, the left hand side diagram represents the resultant flux distribution circuit diagram. Now you see north pole and then south pole. Now the MNA is shifted to new position. That is the original flux neutral plane is the vertical, exactly vertical, but the resultant neutral plane, that means new MNA axis, that means the MNA shifted, okay, shifted, that is what called as a new MNA, okay. From the new MNA, so the direction of the main flux is the horizontal, that is the right hand, that is the right hand side to that is left hand side to right hand side, and then the armature flux pi is the downward only. So therefore the resultant flux pi r is the sum of pi m and pi a only for new MNA, that means the shift of MNA position. Now you see the key points and all I told, no, the pole tip and all which is first met during the position of the armature is known as the leading pole tip, and another pole is called, a pole tip is called as a trailing pole tip only. And then the flux through the armature conductors is not uniform because the armature flux is distorted. Now you see the circuit diagram distorted, the north to, that is the distortion happened due to armature reaction only. So the resultant flux is nothing but when both armature and main field flux exist simultaneously to the armature rotation in clockwise direction, okay. Then we studied about the armature current redistribution. Now you see north pole, south pole is there, the MNA is shifted to new position, so the angle between the old MNA and new MNA, that is the theta, that is the forward lead angle. So here what that means, the brushes also shifted, always brushes along the MNA axis, so the shifted new one, that only the brushes is there. You can now you see the in the figure diagram, the middle dotted line, there is no brush lies in the that line, but the brushes, that means always lies in the new MNA line only, okay. So now we find the MMF, F denoted for MMF. The right hand side diagram represents the phasor diagram of the armature reaction, that is armature MMF, okay. So the FD represents the demagnetizing MMF, and then FC is the cross magnetizing MMF. So due to armature reaction, the armature MMF FA can be resolved into two MMF. One is demagnetizing MMF FD and cross magnetizing MMF FC. That means this is the effect of armature reaction. One is demagnetizing effect, another one is cross magnetizing effect. So therefore the FD and FC also called as a demagnetizing component and cross magnetizing component respectively. So the angle between the cross magnetizing component FC and FA, the angle is theta, that is the lead angle, that is the brush lead angle at forward only, okay. From this end we can calculate the armature demagnetizing ampere turns per pole, and then cross magnetizing ampere turns per pole only. Now you can see the key point, demagnetizing components means what? The component OFD, that is direct opposition to the main MMF only. So therefore what happened, it reduces the main MMF, that is main field MMF only. That's why this is called as a demagnetizing component of armature reaction. Second one is what? Cross magnetizing component, that is OFC, which is right angle to the main field MMF. This component distort the main field MMF, therefore it is called as a cross magnetizing component of the armature reaction only. But the armature reaction produces both demagnetizing and cross magnetizing effect, which will increase with increase in the armature current. Students, from this lecture video you clearly understood the concept of two kinds of fluxes, two kinds of axes, and then armature flux distribution, main field flux distribution, and then resultant flux distribution, how the armature current redistributed. Thank you students for watching this video.